What are you planning in student council right now?
Right now we're talking about the winter dance and like all the themes and stuff like that for it. I like planning all the activities that the school gets to do and like planning donations that we're going to do for the school. I have not been to student council before. Last year I could have, but I didn't. I just wanted to be able to help the school and like plan all the fun activities.
I'm Adeline Fielke. We plan a lot of different events for the school. Like right now we're planning the upcoming dances. I love being a part of like things, like planning stuff for the school and doing service projects, stuff like that. I have met a lot of people because, you usually just have classes with 8th graders, but there's also 6th and 7th graders in student council, so I've met a lot of new people. Well, I'm an officer, so I'm in charge of sort of a group of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and we sort of just have a different part, and we get to do a couple more things than other people in student council do. Knowing that we all helped create something that everyone had fun doing.
For Bison Plus, this is Avery Essig and Adeline Knapp-Bage.
People probably don't think that it's a lot more stressful getting your due date done. Like, it isn't just putting in pictures and stuff like that. You have to design it.
Well, we have a lot of deadlines to make, so we have to have a certain amount of pages.
I was interested in doing yearbook because I made a lot of friends in it, and it was just a lot of fun designing the yearbook.
So everybody's artistic will, I guess, go together?
You should expect a lot of new pictures. We have like 40 people on the team, so there's going to be a lot of people taking pictures. And
We get to represent the school a lot more. It has memories in there and the history of the whole school.
anytime there's a sporting event or like a club, there's going to be someone taking a picture.
For Bison Plus, this is Gavin Phelps,
Jonah Elton,
Alan Appel.
This is the first ever Bison wrestling team.
I wrestled for 2 years before COVID, and I started back up this year. Literally only this year.
I've only wrestled this year, and it's probably like the first year I've wanted to wrestle.
Probably 2 or 3 years.
Because it's supposed to help me tackle with football. My dad wanted me to, and I was pretty decent at it, and I enjoyed it before, so yeah.
Because I was bored.
I don't know. My brother-in-law convinced me, and it just seemed really fun.
The head snap. Probably a cradle.
Probably a cross-face cradle.
For anyone that plays us, since it's like...
Probably ETMS, because they have some really good kids there. I feel like wrestling doesn't really have rivals, but like any of the Lee Summit teams probably.
PLMS.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
For Bison Plus, this is Carter Duffy
and Austin Rosales.
Miss Frisia is the sponsor of our club and stays after school from 3:30 to 4:30 on every day at our club meet. What made you want to be a sponsor of our club?
Art Club's the greatest because anybody can come and they can make fun art, and it's just an hour a month to try new things.
What are the students like in our club?
They're all pretty focused and working, and there's just a little hum the whole time.
What do you do in our club?
We do something different every time. So we've done bubble prints. We participated in Inktober, where every day of October you have to make a different drawing. We're going to try something called tapeogami. We do something different every month.
Why should people join our club?
Because it's so fun, and you can just come when you can come and spend an hour making art with your friends.
This is Charlie Collier and Kane Fredrickson for Bison Plus.
Something unique about ETMS is our sports streaming team, which is run by our broadcasting students. Why did you sign up for sports streaming?
I thought it would be fun because I like to watch sports and I like playing sports.
Why did you sign up for sports streaming?
I signed up for it because I'm not doing any winter sports and I thought it'd be something fun to do after school.
Why did you sign up for the sports streaming team?
Because I think broadcasting is interesting, and one day I'd like to be a play-by-play announcer for the Chiefs.
Why did you sign up for sports streaming?
I wasn't really doing anything in the winter, so I don't really play any winter sports. And I saw it and it looked kind of interesting, so I wanted to try it out.
What else about it do you think would make it fun?
Just being able to like hang out and going and watching the games because I do really like going to games and watching them.
Why do you think it would be fun?
I'm just not doing anything else in my free time, and so my friends are signing up, so I try it.
What do you find interesting about broadcasting?
I just think it's like it's behind the scenes of all your like favorite TV shows and movies and like sports streamings.
What about it do you think would be interesting?
Probably just like being able to go there, like watching the game, and also like recording it, like just keeping track of everything. I think it'd be pretty cool.
I don't even know, you'd be able to like document the games so like other people can watch them if like they want to watch them again, like so like players can rewatch the games if they want to.
Do you think it would be fun?
Oh yeah, I think it'd probably be very fun. That's probably one of the reasons why I signed up for it.
For Bison Plus, this is Alex Trickett, Lance Reed, and Jacob Hungerford.
With the spring dance coming up this Friday, Bison students tell us what they are excited for. What are you excited about for the spring dance?
I'm excited to hang out with friends and just have fun, I guess.
I'm excited to buy a pretty dress.
The theme of the dance is Let's Glow Crazy!
What is the date and the time?
Friday, April 21st. The dance is just for 7th and 8th graders. 7th graders will be from 7 to 9, and 8th graders will be 7:30 to 9:30.
How do we get into the dance?
There's going to be stations in each pod where you can buy tickets every day next week. Every day next week before the dance, they're $5, and then at the doors the night of the dance, they're $7.
What snacks will be at the dance?
So actually this time it's going to be a surprise because PTSA is going to join us this time and they're in charge of all the snacks. So we will get to experience what PTSA does.
Is there a fundraising opportunity?
There is. We're so excited. We are buying glow bracelets that we can wear at the dance or prior to the dance. We will sell those with tickets. They're $2 with the tickets, or you could bring in a non-perishable item and you can exchange the non-perishable item for the glow bracelet. Want to show up. We've got a lot of really cool glow-in-the-dark stuff, and it should be a fun spring dance.
Thank you. Thank you. For Bison Plus, this is Anaya Roll, Kate Green, Haley Link, and Abigail Edwards.
For Bison Plus, today we are going to be asking some cross-country athletes some questions.
Last year was pretty fun being able to get yourself ready for the soccer season and also be around with your friends.
I could be more in shape for soccer.
It's hard pushing yourself to be better at the sport, get a better time, but it also can be fun because you're with people that you like and your friends.
It's got very competitive and we gotta work hard so we can be good.
I'm running with people, pushing myself and also having fun with them.
What is fun about cross country?
It's mainly the being together with other people. That is the fun part.
What is your favorite part of cross country?
Talking to people and making new friends.
What is fun about cross country?
Getting medals.
For Bison Plus, this is Charlie Collier and Kane Fredrickson.
Stuco students reflect about their overall year in student council.
What are you currently working on in Stuco?
Right now we are finishing getting ready for the dance, and we are working on setting up a food pantry for our school.
We are currently working on finishing up for the dance, so we're just setting up all the decorations in the gym.
What was your favorite project you've worked on so far?
I've really liked planning and decorating for the dances.
Probably organizing and planning the dances.
Probably touring the 5th graders around like the school and showing them where to go.
Why did you decide to join Stuco?
I decided to join Stuco because I like planning events and helping people, and yeah.
I decided to join Stuco because I love organizing events.
It would be fun after school activities to do and like help around.
Explain more about the food pantry.
So we're just in like the planning processes for the food pantry, but what we think it's going to be is we'll have a room in our building, or the school, that will have a lot of non-perishable goods that kids, students, or people from our community can come get food if they need it.
How do you plan for dance?
Well, we first have to come up with a theme, so we all vote. We come up with decorations that match the theme, and then we start trying it all out in the gym.
What things has Stuco helped out with?
We had a volunteer opportunity a few times at Coldwater, and that was pretty fun because people came and we helped them get groceries and they could get clothes. Yeah.
For Bison Plus, this is Haley Link, Kate Green, Miley Beal, Abigail Edwards, and Anaya Rule.
How'd you get into chess?
So my cousin played chess, and then I learned chess from him, and then we would play each other. I would always get destroyed, but it was very, very fun, yeah.
Why are you trying to start the chess club?
Because I think that it all started with some of my friends trying to play chess.
I was kind of the reason why she did it. Now we have a petition going around. Hopefully everyone signs it well, and we get the attention of school administrators.
If students were interested in starting a club at East Trails, I think the one thing that they would need first would be a sponsor. Just somebody to be in the room with them to make sure everything goes okay. It doesn't necessarily need to be an expert in that club, but a sponsor or an adult staff member that could be there with them before or after school. So I think that's the first big thing. And then also talking with our activities and athletics director, Mrs. Moses, to see what other requirements or things would be needed to start the club.
My advisory teacher, Miss Malott, had said, I'll let you guys play chess in advisory if you guys can get the principal to agree with it. So I ended up emailing the principal and talking to a bunch of people and getting a bunch of people to sign a petition that I ended up not really needing. But it's okay because it all ended up working out, and the principal and Miss Ullman and I are all figuring out, trying to find a sponsor for chess club, so that way my friends can play chess outside of school with each other in a more controlled and fun environment where they can have real tournaments and stuff.
It states that chess should be allowed at East Trails Middle School, and as long as a student is done with their work, they should be able to play chess because it's a sport, according to Google.
My friends really wanted to just play chess, and I feel like that's not that big of a deal. It's chess, it's educational, it's academic, it's fun for them, and if I can help them and mediate it, I even join in. I have no clue what's happening in the game, but I join in and still root for certain people, and I have learned a little bit along the way, but I'll learn chess one day.
From Bison Plus, this is Caden Agnor,
Tristan McMurray,
Ben Abington, and Vaughn Hollinger. This is excellent. We have a 2-controller system, and one's
focusing on the arm and claw, and there's one that focuses on driving, and I'm usually driving.
Pushed by the upcoming tournament, the robotics team is making final adjustments and tweaks to their robot.
I very much do like to design and engineer these. We originally started with a base frame that had nothing on it, no electronics, just 4 motors and 4 wheels.
These students work together to build and code the robots to compete in competitions and challenges. During one of these competitions, their goal is to get as many cups on one of the yellow poles as possible.
It's a lot of like planning and figuring out what we're going to do for that day.
As the robotics team plans, they examine their robots to see if it needs tweaks or fixing.
3, 2, 1. For Bison Plus, this is Mason Bennett,
Anthony Zaragoza,
Jacob Roberts.
So this is like basically what the Larry the Lobster costume will look like. I like red vest, shorts, dumbbells, and that's basically it.
What did you think when you first saw this costume?
I thought it was ridiculously like too small.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Riedlinger, and I am working with the costume crew for the SpongeBob musical. I have 8 awesome kids that are helping to make costumes for the show. I think you're really going to be impressed when you see the show on the last day of school. I'll show you some of the pieces that we're working on. This is just a pink base dress, and you can see they've added fish scales and fins to this dress to make it look like a little fish. Here's another fun one. This is a bubble creature, so they took this fantastic sparkly dress and added all of the bubbles to this dress. And let's see, this is one of my personal favorites. This one's going to be a clownfish. You see all the bright colors that make you think of a circus. So the clownfish will have this costume and then a red clown nose. So some of them are puns and silly play on words, but all of them will be part of the Townsfish or the Sea Creature Ensemble. Can't wait for the show.
So tell us like your roles in the show, like what you're going to contribute.
I'm going to be a sardine, which is like the Patrick's cult followers, kind of. Sponge chorus. We stand around and dance with sponges on sticks while SpongeBob sings. And then I'm just a townfish, which are just like the like sea creatures in the distance. I'm an octopus in progress.
This is Ava's. We're making it into an octopus with the tentacles. So we find a dress that or a costume that fits someone, and then we adjust it and we add our things on it to make it into the sea creature.
I play Patrick in the musical, Patrick Star. Yeah, so this is the outfit I'm going to wear, because obviously Patrick is pink, and he wears it's kind of like a tropical type of theme, because it's like SpongeBob, and then it's like this tie-dye shirt to make it like pink because of Patrick, and then there's also going to be some green shorts, some green, they're like neon green shorts, and they are going to have the SpongeBob purple star things on them, and so I think that's going to be really cool.
Signing off, this is Mason Bennett,
Gavin Baldwin,
Anthony Zaragoza, and Jacob Roberts.
We asked a few cheerleaders what they do for the team. Here are their responses.
What do you contribute to the team?
I am a flyer, so I fly in the air and get seen by everybody.
What do you do to contribute to the team?
I base.
You contribute to the team.
Probably my flying ability.
A lot of things are going through the cheerleaders' heads when trying out. In your mind when you were trying out for cheer?
That I had to get the cheers right and do good.
What was going through your mind when you were trying out for cheer?
I was scared.
Through your mind when you were trying out for cheer?
Trying to remember the dances was hard and seeing if I was going to make it.
Here's what the cheerleaders do to get ready for cheer.
Get ready for cheer.
I put my hair up and put my bow in, and then do my makeup and then put on my uniform.
What inspired you to do cheer?
So bring it on, Lucy's.
For Bison Plus, this is William Donegan,
Kristen Wood,
and Jaden Henry.
Kindness Club is a club that spreads kindness around the school.
Oh, it is very important to me because we have so many wonderful students in this building, and kindness is actually contagious. And so one small act can have an incredible ripple effect.
We try to spread kindness to others. We paint rocks. We create things out of little objects that we have.
The date is still open. People can join it and bring ideas.
Everyone's very, very nice, and we try to help the school out.
I've let the kids pick a lot of them. We have done the Parade of Friends, which was a lot of fun. We have painted some rocks. We have made scarves and handed those out randomly. And we're going to be doing bulletin boards. Two students wrote a grant, and they received it from the Lee Summit Educational Foundation. So we just purchased some items. So we have some fun things coming.
It was fun. We try to have a good group of kids, and
so I have a mixed group, and it's great. Really, Kindness Club is for anybody, and anybody's still welcome to join. And it is okay if you're busy with another activity. I understand that you can't make it.
It's bring kindness to the school.
Thank you. I love ETMS. Go Bison.
For Bison Plus, this is Maxwell Freeman, Benaya Marshall, and Maddie Ray.
I chose to take broadcasting because it's a fun environment. We get to hang out with our friends, we get to go out and record, and we get to be seen on the school YouTube channel, which is fun.
Give subjects for Bison Plus, and you go and record and ask people questions about them.
The best camera angles and how to get good lighting and how to edit properly.
I like editing stuff and recording stories.
I feel like being a Bison.
Because there was no other electives that I liked and it seemed fun.
The best part about Bison Plus, I would have to say, is just getting to enjoy a good hour with your friends.
You film people and interview them, and then you edit the videos of what you filmed.
We film, we do Media Mondays, and we get to have fun.
Because I like the environment. No, I don't like that answer.
For Bison Plus, this is Dorian Diaz, Alex Burris, and Corbin Dooley.
I play the tuba.
I play the alto saxophone. I play the piano. Just being able to learn the different styles and what we normally do in band, it's widening my experiences and my skills.
Eating donuts on Thursdays, and we got to go on tour, and I got to miss a whole day of school. We get to meet early on mornings, and we get to go play at different events. Just last month, I think we went to elementary schools and played for them to tell them, hey, come join band or jazz band, and it was really fun to see their faces when we played.
Jazz band has been practicing long and hard all year, so let's stop for a second and listen to their music. Bison Plus, this is Will Jenham, Gavin Baldwin, and Charlie Briseno. Bison Plus students asked students around the school, what does it mean to be a Bison? Here was their response.
Well, it means to respect other schools when you go there and make a good impression of other schools, and also respect fellow Bison and represent the school well.
What does it mean to be a Bison?
It means to be respectful and kind to other students, to staff.
What does it mean to be a Bison?
I think it means to be kind to your peers, and yeah.
As you're sitting here watching this Bison Plus video of the week, you should think to yourself, what does it mean to be a Bison?
To be brave. It's really important at the middle school to try new things and participate. So we have to get out of our comfort zone and be brave. I also think it's really important that all Bison are kind and respectful. That we're a lot of different people in this school, and respecting differences is pretty awesome.
To me, a Bison is about family. They talk about being part of a herd, and I feel like this building is really a family. We all get along. I think the teachers are great and the students are wonderful, and to me it feels like another home.
You know, for me it means just you gotta be there for your classmates when they need it, and you also have to support the Bison. Go Bison.
I think it means a lot of things. For one, it's very deep because you need to know how to take care of people, right? And if you can't take care of people, you cannot be a Bison. And it's also, you have to be ready to learn every day. If you're not, then you won't be able to learn. And that's not Bison material. But other than that, go Bison.
Be a Bison. You gotta have the mentality of a Bison.
Being a Bison means to be kind and be a leader to others. Being a role model, being respectful to the teachers.
What does it mean to be a Bison?
I feel like being a Bison is working together with people and being with your friends and stuff, because Bison run in herds and stuff. And yeah, I feel like working together, strength in numbers.
I feel like being a Bison is just being a team with everybody, being kind to each other.
From Bison Plus, this is Will Jenham,
Charlie Briseno,
and Gavin Baldwin.
This is a Scholar Bowl match in action at ETMS. You can see the team working together to complete the round and answer questions.
It's fun. Also, I know a lot of really, really weird random trivia facts. I read a lot, so I have things all in my brain. It's fun. I've made a lot of new friends. I mean, there's people I know, but there's also a lot of people I don't know. Also, it's just, I made a lot of new friends, and I see people around the building. I'll be like, oh, hey, I know you, and say hi to them.
Okay. Our next quarter is the worksheet round, which means you've got...
I thought it would be fun, and I knew a lot of random knowledge. You get to answer questions, and you get to bond with more intellectually smart people. It's kind of like Jeopardy, but more kid-based. Miss Shreve is a wonderful human being.
Well, I actually did Scholar Bowl when I was in junior high. It's what we called middle school back then, and we called it Quiz Bowl. But it was really fun and a way to get involved, and so moving over to East Trails, I was excited to get to coach a team. Like I said, there are a lot of kids talented in a lot of different areas. We have some people that are experts in things like sports, history, math. They all get along really well. They've really formed a tight team where they support each other, and we've learned that it's okay to just make a guess even if you have no idea, and lots of times, sometimes they're right, and it's just been really fun to form this bond together. Go Bison!
For Bison Plus, this is Aubrey Wineland, Sarah Fernandez, and Zoe Lasley.
This is East Trail's first musical starring Mason Ewing
as Troy Bolton and Anna Perry as Gabriella in High School Musical Junior.
Like I wasn't gonna try out, but my friend convinced me to, and I'm really happy I did. I love the teachers. Mr. Taylor's awesome, and my friends did it. It's really fun to see them outside of school.
Next, we have an interview with Anna Perry, who plays the role of Gabriella.
I think the most exciting part is, first off, getting to learn about all these new people and all of their interests, and especially the choreography. It's very fun, and it definitely brings the musical to life. I didn't expect to get the lead role. I thought I was just going to be like one of the backup dancers or backup singers, and whenever I found that out, it was a very big thing because I have never done anything like this, and I thought it was going to be a very big, crazy thing, but it's actually been a very fun experience.
For Bison Plus, this is Avery Essig and Adeline Knapp-Bage.
An art show is a display of work, whether it's students or adults or professional working artists or any entity that wants to display work for people to enjoy. So every student got to have a piece in the art show. Almost every student, we had a couple people who just didn't get theirs finished in time, but almost every student that took an art class at ETMS got to have at least one piece in the art show. Some students had more, just depending on how much work they were able to create this year. So tough. As a teacher, it's hard. Like, Carter's watercolor is amazing, but so is Avery's, and I love the mosaics, the vector. No, I don't have a favorite. They're all amazing.
The art show was judged by the Summit Lake Middle School art teachers this year. They chose a Best in Show award from each grade level, first, second, and honorable mention awards for each project.
So I have my shading practice in the art show, I have my final shading practice in the art show, and I also have my watercolor painting. I finished the first two during class time, but the watercolor painting I turned in very late. So, I quite enjoy taking art actually. Art's been my passion for a really long time, so, you know, being able to have this opportunity is a really huge deal for me. Yes, I'm actually taking the advanced art class in high school. I just want everyone to remember that first ETMS art show, not to brag or anything, but I won Best in Show for 8th grade too, so just saying.
I have my vector portrait and I think my clay projects in it too. My vector portrait took a week or two, and my clay project took like the same amount of time.
I have my clay landscape, like almost my whole time in art.
I had one piece. It was the underwater watercolor that we made. Like, it was one of our very first projects. It took about, I think, 3 weeks, but I also had to end up taking mine home because I didn't finish it during the class period. I love art.
For Bison Plus, this is Aubrey Wineland, Sarah Fernandez, and Zoe Lasley.
SpongeBob. Yeah, because I feel like I'd be the perfect person for that role because of my high-pitched voice and my short stature.
Auditioning for Plankton and for SpongeBob.
Well, I've been in one show, but I've auditioned for plenty more.
Well, yes, but not for a school play.
It's really nerve-wracking, and it's sometimes really hard to sit and watch everyone be so talented, and then you're sitting there thinking like, am I gonna be able to pull it off for this audition?
At first it's really nerve-wracking, but then like once you know what you're doing, it's not as hard.
I am really nervous for auditions.
These were auditions from High School Musical, but it's what you'll expect to see for SpongeBob auditions.
You'll have to learn a bit of choreography, practice a part of a song, and speak from a scene.
I'm going to be doing crew. I love the tech side of theater, and I think it's really interesting, and I like and I love the lighting. I always try out for lighting.
It's the end. Hello. Hi. It's the end. It has to be big and loud.
Usually, whoever our director is, so this year obviously it's Mr. Taylor. He posts a Google form, and usually there'll be posters around the school that say like that uses QR code or go to this link or look up this, or I think this year we have a theater website. So
For Bison Plus, this is Sarah Fernandez, Aubrey Weiland, and Zoe Lasley.
We memorize quotes and learn life lessons through them.
We do things like quick writes, rapid fire, speed.
I like all the games that Mr. Cunningham adds to make it a little more fun.
The most fun thing we've done this year is probably the merry-go-round that we do in class.
I personally like the speed rounds and quick writes that we do to help learn the quotes.
Excuses.
Excuses are monuments of nothingness. They build bridges to nowhere. Those who use these tools of incompetence seldom become anything but nothing at all.
Fail better.
Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better.
For Bison Plus, this is Shelby Compton, Avery Garman, Audrey Howell, and Ryan Arnold.
I really love dancing, and I feel like people like watching me dance, and I really want to make people happy.
To hang out with all my friends that are going to be in it.
I always love when the talent show comes around because it's that chance to see some of the hidden things that people have about themselves that they're really good at that you might not otherwise know. I love that moment when we surprise people like, wow, I didn't know you could sing like that.
I'm a lyrical dancer, so I do really flowy kind of like movements.
You go on stage and you introduce acts and tell jokes.
I'm most excited for probably just like performing for everyone. I like performing for people.
Small, simple set that we'll bring. We'll perform on the stage to the gym, so everybody will get a chance to come and see the show. Hope you come audition for the show or encourage your friends to come audition for the show. And if crew is your thing, make sure you fill out the crew application so you can have a chance to be a part of that.
Signing off for Bison Plus, this is Marley Deer, Carson Spieth, Tamia Booker, and Marco Wilson.
Three teams competed in the dodgeball tournament last weekend, and here's three players, and here's what they had to say.
Do you have any sort of dodgeball experience?
Just PE pretty much, and then Sky Zone sort of.
If you were one-on-one against the best dodgeball player in the world, what would you do?
I'd fall.
Are you better thrower or dodger, and why?
Probably dodger, cause like, yeah, I'm just built different.
What do you think your chances of winning are?
Well, I'm on Jax's team, and like, they're pretty high, man. Like, we're probably gonna win.
Thank you. Would you like to add anything else?
We're goated. Overpowered.
Who was on your dodgeball team?
Brody Bosher, Joe, don't know his last name. Logan, don't know his last name. Anthony Zaragoza, and I think that's it.
Do you have any experience playing dodgeball?
No.
Are you better thrower or dodger?
I think I'm more of a human shield.
What do you think your chances of winning are and why?
What?
What do you think your chances of winning are and why?
Oh, we're not gonna win. we're gonna put Anthony on my back. He's just gonna throw stuff at them. We're just gonna have fun.
Okay. Thank you. Would you like to add anything else?
No.
Do you have any sort of dodgeball experience?
Yeah. In elementary school, I played a lot with friends and family and cousins. And at Sky Zone, I would like yell at people and stuff.
What do you think your chances of winning are?
Probably like a 35, maybe 40.
Are you a better thrower or dodger, and why?
Thrower, because I played baseball for about like 6 years, left field.
If you were one-on-one against the best dodgeball player in the world, what would you do?
Probably like give up. I mean, I really wouldn't know what to do.
Thank you, and would you like to add anything else?
Don't give up.
For Bison Plus, this is Kalen Quee, Noah Howard, and Jamal McCoy.
With the upcoming Fan Day for track, runners and fans were asked about their favorite event and how good they thought our team would do this year.
What events are you running for track?
I run the 4x1, the 100-meter hurdles, and the 4x2.
I'm running the 1600 meter and the 800 meter.
I run the 200, the 4x200, and sometimes the 800.
What event is your favorite for track?
Sprints.
Are you excited for running track?
It's been pretty fun, kind of like hanging out with people and showing off what you're kind of good at.
How do you think we're going to place?
Overall, I guess I think we're doing fairly well so far, so probably just average, if not quite better.
Well, we placed first last tournament, and I think we're going to do pretty good going in the following tournaments.
I think the team is really good. I think the girls' team is better than the boys' team, though.
I don't know. I don't really know completely how other schools are compared to our school. I think that we are pretty good. We have several people that can do many different events.
For Bison Plus, this is Ben Abington,
Von Hollinger,
Tristan McMurray, and Caden Agnor.
Track mid-season update.
I plan to participate in the 1 mile and 400 and maybe jumps.
Probably like 1600, 1800, and I'm still trying to figure out my field of them.
This year in track, I'm going to be just a thrower, which is shot and discus.
I think we'll do pretty good. We have some really amazing athletes.
I'm not completely sure. You don't get to really see it everywhere.
I think we'll do pretty good. We have a lot of good athletes.
I like just being able to hang out with my friends. I think it's really fun and helps me stay active.
Be around with some of my friends. It's like a sport that I'm good at.
For Bison Plus, this is Sage Knipp, Briley Grimmer, Kinsey Stacy, and Maddie Davis.
In yearbook, we design layouts, we contact teachers about pictures, and we get photos.
Yearbook. I'm an editor because I'm one of the oldest there, and I've been in yearbook last year, so I can go to other pages and like correct spelling, move pictures around, and other stuff like that.
You get to go to all these sports events about yearbook and robotics. You get to go to basketball games.
It gives you the opportunity to express yourself through design and writing, photography, and all these different aspects.
It's really fun. Like, we get to do different activities. We're going on a field trip in April.
For Bison Plus, this is Sage Knipp, Briley Grimmer, Maddie Davis, and Kinsey Stacy.
Today for Bison Plus, we're interviewing the Dungeons & Dragons members.
I loved playing. I wanted an excuse to get to hang out and play the game myself. It's the ability to be in a fantasy world of your own creation, but it's not just your own. It's a fantasy world that you create with a group of friends or teammates. You role play and storytell together, figuring out problems and coming up with solutions and essentially going on adventures. I was hoping to have maybe 10 people show up, and about 70 had shown up on that first meeting.
My family's a big D&D family, so I've always been into D&D. So I was like, you know what? They're opening a D&D club. Might as well join.
Fantasy and stuff like that, honestly. I just think that stuff's cool.
All my friends were doing it, and I really like the idea of role-playing and making it.
Their fate is in your hands, so you can either kill them by accident, like we have before, or they can live. It just depends how it goes.
How creative you can get and the characters.
For Bison Plus, this is Will Butler, Kason Potter, Braylon Kinzer, and Alex Wasserkrug.
Today, we will be telling you about the concert choir and what goes into it.
Do your best. It's not as easy as most.
50, I'm pretty sure, or 47, something like that.
Prepare multiple. We have to have multiple rehearsals. We have to work hard. We have to focus during the rehearsals, and whenever we're preparing for a rehearsal, we have to get into it quick because we have limited times to practice before the show, and whenever the show actually comes, then we have to make sure that we're in our A game and singing clear and making good facial expressions and doing everything that a good singer does. Every other day we practice the songs since I would say a little over a month ago. We've been practicing every other day, and we have our concert.
Well, we don't get a super long time to memorize the songs and practice them. So when we go home, sometimes we have to, memorize it and go over it a few times.
I would like to say that it takes a lot of more work than people would think to be in the select choir. You really have to pay attention and do your best. It's not as easy as most people would think it is. If you want to come to the concert, then you should just know that you should always be a good audience member. Just don't talk while we're singing. You should, even if you don't like it, you should stand up and clap because that's just good audience etiquette.
For Bison Plus, this is Nick Bowman, Hayden Hiegel, and Brent McDaniel.
Football players have a lot of things they enjoy about their sport.
Probably just being able to go out there on the football field, have fun, and be able to work with your teammates, and just develop new relationships with your team and your coaches.
It's a really nice school, and it just looks brand new.
That's a brand new school, and all the friends I have from elementary school.
Everybody has a job on the football field.
I play linebacker, and our job is to go out there, get that work done, and then have as much fun as we can have.
I play left guard on the offensive line, and my responsibility is to protect the quarterback and the running back.
To encourage people and help them if they do something bad.
I'm looking forward to playing Summit Lakes, only because they seem like they've had a good program so far, and I think it'd be a fair and probably a well-fought match.
Pleasantly.
Pleasantly.
Every football team needs a rival.
I'm not sure. Honestly, probably a lot of the main schools like Campbell, ETMS, they're all probably going to be our rivals.
Probably BCMS or PLMS.
For Bison Plus, this is Carter Duffy
and Austin Rosales.